Breaking news: Ethereum Foundation under investigation by the state authorities. BlackRock just filed with the SEC for their tokenization fund. What is really happening in crypto? We're going to take a look at Bitcoin and we will figure out what we can expect. My free thinking rebels, this and much more we shall discuss today. Welcome again to another episode of Decrypting Crypto. I am your host, Stefan Subero, the Holistic Growth Mentor. What an amazing week in crypto. And listen, it's only beginning. I hope you are paying attention. I hope you are checking these notifications and just staying on top, because there's so much more to come. If you're joining me, please take a minute and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our content as we keep you up to date and ready to take action. So look, let's jump straight into the first article. Let's look at what's happening with Ethereum. So we can see here on CoinGate that the Ethereum fund is under investigation by a state authority. Now, the unclear inquiry into Ethereum Foundation. According to the GitHub update, the disclosure of the inquiry was made weeks ago, making the first time any state authority will be issuing such a probe into the Ethereum blockchain developer. The community has been thrown into undue speculation following the breaking of the inquiry, with the Ethereum Foundation currently not sharing additional details about the probe. Any potential fallout in the long term will be a long way in helping stakeholders understand what the core challenges is. Now, Ethereum remains a controversial digital currency as it relates to its security classification. Through a series of intricate events, there are all allegations of a likely conflict of interest with Jay Clayton, the former chairman of the United States SEC, who filed a lawsuit against XRP days before leaving office. Finally, it says that while the price of Ethereum recorded a knee-jerk reaction to this news, there's stability in the market at the moment. Over the past 24 hours, Ethereum has recorded a 0.82 uptick with its price pegged at 3,360. So what does this really mean for Ethereum, for the Ethereum Foundation? Look, listen, I think that, again, they don't disclose exactly who is the agency kind of looking into them, but there are a lot of loose ends that we need to kind of acknowledge when it comes to Ethereum and the way that they've been managed from the start. Now, personally, I do not think this is going to affect Ethereum in the long term because of some other bullish news that we have on the sideline. We'll jump into that in a minute, but definitely some speculation that we need to kind of take a look at and make sure that we have this in our radar. All right, for some bullish news on Ethereum, let's take a listen to this.
And we believe it's so important to be anticipating the next move. I would also say on the beginnings of a ETF Bitcoin, we believe ETFs are a technology no different than Bitcoin was a technology for asset storage. We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities around bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we can customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock, and it's now time to vote. Every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own shares.
Bullish, 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 my friends. If you guys don't understand why this is so bullish, especially for Ethereum, apparently, according to the media and the news out there, the ETF, first of all, we have BlackRock filing for a Ethereum ETF. That's number one. That's number one part of it. Number two, this tokenization project that they're launching is going to be on the Ethereum network. So personally, this sounds like the most bullish thing for Ethereum for this next year, for this next bull run, because if that ETF gets approved and this fund gets launched on the Ethereum network, there's going to be so much media and so much energy poured into Ethereum that this is also going to cause a massive, massive move following what Bitcoin has done. Very, very bullish, my friends. I hope that made sense. Now, before we move on, let's listen to a quick message from our sponsor. As the world sinks deeper into debt, your hard-earned money loses value daily. The solution: safeguard your wealth with smart, diversified, and decentralized income strategies. Breakout Solutions is on a mission to take back personal freedom, individual rights, and financial sovereignty. As the era of CBDCs, digital IDs, and social credit system approaches, it's crucial to act now to safeguard your financial future. Introducing the Future of Money, your guide to what's happening and what is coming. Join our 90-minute session to equip yourself, your loved ones, and your business against a system bent on control. Your time is precious. Don't waste it anymore. Use the link below, join our next virtual event, and access my exclusive bonuses. My free thinkers, if you are still sitting on the sidelines trying to figure out what to do, how to approach this coming bull run, how to set yourself up for the gains and the protection that you can have by being a part of the system, take a moment, use the link in the description. We have a promotion happening right now until the end of March, 20% discount off of all of our memberships. And if you bring a second person to come on this journey with you, you both get up to 40% back on the memberships. Definitely something to look at. Use the link in the description and we can chat a little bit more about this. So let's jump into the Bitcoin chart. Look, this, in my opinion, Bitcoin is at a pivotal moment. These are the times where it's very hard to predict. Are we going up? Are we going down? This is my personal opinion right now. Look, since we broke this section and we came all the way back below the 69,000 all-time high, we've kind of been trading in this descending wedge. We've broken out of it right now, but we're still moving down slowly. So in my opinion, until we get a clean break above the 68,500 range, come back above and get some support, we could potentially range downwards in this pattern, come back up, retest, and potentially still come down again. Now, something that is not troubling to me, but I'm looking at it, the ETF inflows have decreased massively, which can also be a big indicator as to why the price is going down. If we look at these last 3 days, on Monday, the outflow was not as big, 139 million outflow, inflow was 338. Yesterday, we had a much larger outflow. And on Tuesday, we had a much larger outflow. And yesterday, Wednesday, the outflow was also very big, not much money flowing in. So until we start to see this shift again, I don't think we're going to get an increase in the price action. Yesterday's price move that we had coming up, this was because of the news of the Fed. So at this stage, until we see the ETFs start to push a little bit more funds into Bitcoin again, potentially we can consolidate in this area, which would be good. Allow people to take some time and get in if you can, restructure your portfolio, take a look at what's happening in the market, and just be prepared for the next move. All right, these moments are when you sit back, you observe, and you prepare yourself. Okay. Now, finally, let's take a quick look at Michael Van de Poppe. There we go. SEC news on Ethereum. Big joke. If XRP also won their case, might make the bottom on ETH. Powell stated that the high is in on interest rates. Markets positively react after a risk-off sell-off. Probably inflow tomorrow again. Time for alts. definitely this is a potential. Like I said, we're going to have to wait to see what happens with Bitcoin, where we close at the end of this week, and if we get some more inflows from the ETFs. Look, my free thinking rebels, thanks again for joining. If you have not yet, please subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you're doing and where you are in your journey, and looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Stefan.